I will be doing a brief tank review on the German Tier 2 Premium Light Tank, the pz2d. The pz2d, it was a freebie tank that was handed out to everyone during the New Year's 2015 event that happened some time ago. What must you know about the pz2d? The pz2d, it is based on the pz2d, which makes it slightly better yet worse at the same time. This tank, it is a premium light tank, so you can put any of your German light tank crew into this vehicle and use it as a trainer if you want to. You can train any of your German light tank commander, driver, and loader. At the current moment, I have my pz2 crew in this tank. As a premium tank, you get to make more credits at a tier 2 area. This vehicle, it gets a normal matchmaking, unfortunately. Let's get into the stats of the vehicle now. The pz2 stats, they are just average. They are not that good nor bad. The hit points, you will have 210 hit points, which is a good amount of hit points at tier 2 for a light tank. You can take a bit of a beating before you are killed. The weight of this tank, it is 11.5 tons for the maximum load. My current setup, it is 11 tons. The 11-ton tank here, it gives a decent horsepower to ton ratio. The engine, it is a 140 horsepower engine, which gives you a 20% of the vehicle being set on fire though. Most of the time you are going to be killed by enemy gunfire, not by engine fire. The top speed, it is 55 kilometers. On flat terrain, if you're going in a straight line long enough, you can reach that top speed some of the time, but the only way to reach the top speed is to go downhill. You can usually reach around 30 to 40 easily enough, but reaching the 55 kilometer mark on flat terrain can be a issue at times. The horsepower to ton ratio, it is 12.75 horsepower to 1 ton, which makes it not all that good nor bad for the horsepower to ton ratio. The hull traverse is quite good at 45 degrees, so the hull can turn around quickly enough. The pz2d armor, it is rubbish. The only good part of the armor, it is in the front of the tank hull here. It is 30 millimeters of armor though. If you angle it to the left and to the right, you can get some ricochets if you're lucky enough. The side, it is 14, rear 14. The side and rear can be pinned easily enough. Same thing for the turret. 14 front, side, and rear. If you do encounter a pz2d, just Just shoot at the turret because you're going to penetrate it no matter what. Even with a tier 1 gun, you can penetrate it with ease still. The gun. It is a tier 1 gun that you have that is not that good. The gun depression downwards, it is -10 downwards. So you can hill fight with this tank if you want to. The gun elevation, it is quite good, to 20 degrees up, the gun itself. This 2cm KWK-30 gun, this is a flak gun pretty much, with a flak gun stats. You hold a decent amount of ammunition, 10 shells in the magazine, which have a fast loading time between shells. The loading time, it is quick at 4.2 seconds. The pen for the regular armor piercing, it is quite bad. You will even have a problem penning tier 2, 1, and 3s at times, unless if you hit a part of the tank that you can penetrate though. Most tier 2 and 3, if you will have a problem penning them if you do not hit thinly armored parts of the tank. The premium ammo, it is mandatory that you have some on you just in case if you have a problem penetrating tier 2s and 3s with your gun. This gun have a problem penning tier 2 and 3s though, so shooting a PCR, it is mandatory against tier 2 and 3 vehicles. The average damage for the gun, it is on the low side, but with the clip this gun does have, you can potentially kill a tank if you are lucky enough at tier 1 or 2 area. The gun does 11 damage on average per shell, which is not that good, but it could be better. The accuracy, it is quite bad at 0.57, which means you have to get up close and personal to fire the gun if you want to make sure your shells penetrate the target. The flak gun itself, you have a very short range gun, so you must get up close and personal to the enemy tank if you want to have even a chance to penetrate them. The aiming time, it is quick at 1.4 seconds. The rate of fire, it is quite good. You have a high rate of fire though, so if you do not keep track of your ammo, you can potentially run out of ammo due to the high rate of fire that this gun does have. The turret traverse, it is quite good at 44 degrees, so the turret can turn around quickly enough. The view range and the signal range, it is mediocre at tier 2. The view range, 320 meters, that is okay. It could be better though. The signal range, 345 meters, which is okay. It could be better though. Let's get into the pros and the cons of the tank now. The pros and the cons for the pz2. The pz2 as a premium light tank at tier 2, it does not have preferred matchmaking, so you can get yourself into tier 2 to tier 3 maximum matches. The play style, you will be playing the tank as a frontline tank and as a support vehicle as well. If you really want to make the pz2d, you can technically make it into a passive scout if you want to, by putting a camo net and a binocular telescopes on to it if you want to. What is the pz2 good at? The front whole armor, it is sick. So you can get ricochets from time to time if you are lucky enough. You have a large amount of hit points, so you can take a good amount of hits before you are killed. The top speed of the tank is quite good, so you can reach the top speed quickly enough if you're going downhill, or if you're going on flat terrain in a straight line long enough. The whole traverse speed, it is quite good, so you can turn the vehicle around quickly enough. Now to the cons of the tank. The vehicle armor side and rear and the turret armor, it is just rubbish. Every single tank gun from tier 1 to tier 3 can penetrate you with ease. The default regular armor piercing pen, it is terrible. The default pen, you can only pen really tier 1 and 2 vehicles though. Tier 3, you're pushing your luck though. The tank, it can be sluggish and somewhat slow at times. This vehicle, it does not have preferred matchmaking, so you will be getting yourself into tier 2 and tier 3 matches. Also, due to the thin armor of the vehicle, HE rounds fired from tier 1, 2, and 3 guns can potentially do their full amount of damage if they are lucky enough. Let's talk about the modules, the ammo layout, and the consumables that you're going to be using on the pz2d. Let's begin off with the consumables. At tier 2 area, you can use the consumables if you want to. Me personally, I always prefer to have consumables on every single tank of mine. I would go with a first aid kit to treat my injured crew members, the repair kit to repair module damage, and then the last one, you can use the octane gasoline to make the tank go faster, or even use the rations for the German would be chocolate to improve your crew performance as well. The ammo type that this vehicle have. Your primary ammo type, it is armor piercing rounds, which have a terrible pen. This pen, 17 to 29 millimeters of penetration. You can really only pen tier 1s to tier 2s if you are lucky at times. Most tier 1s and tier 2s that are thinly armored, you can pen with ease though. But when it comes to the somewhat more heavily armored tier 2s, such as the medium 2, the T18, the pz2, and etc., the armor piercing rounds, you are going to have a problem penetrating them unless if you can get around them and shoot at a weak part of the vehicle. The majority of the ammo I have on this vehicle, it is regular armor piercing rounds. The premium ammo, the APCR. This ammo, it is dirt cheap, so I would recommend that you have around 60 rounds of APCR ammo on this vehicle, just in case if you run into a vehicle that you have a problem penetrating, or if you want to make sure your shell penetrates the enemy tank. The APCR pen, it is 35 to 58 millimeters, so that is more than enough to pen most tier 2 and 3 vehicles. It does the same amount of damage. Now to the equipment that you're going to be equipping. I would recommend the enhanced gun lane drive if you have one. This will just decrease the aiming time even more, from 1.4 down to 1.3. The binocular telescopes, you can mount it onto this vehicle and play it as a passive scout if you want to. Combine the camo net with the binocular telescopes, and you can remain hidden longer. The ventilation class 1. This would be a good thing to put onto the vehicle, as it improves your crew performance even more. The two primary equipments that I would put onto this vehicle if I wanted to would be the enhanced gun lane drive and the improved ventilation. I have 2 replays to show you how to use the pz2d. Let's get to them now. This replay, I will show you how well a pz2d can potentially do if it's in a tier 2 match. Most of these vehicles I will have no problem penning, except for the T18 and the pz35T from the front. This replay, I played the pz2d as a frontline vehicle. I got some of my shots onto the NC31 then. I fired blindly in that direction to see if I could hit the NC31. I advanced carefully toward their base area. I am one shot by anything now. I could not pen the 35T there with the gun I have. If I fired the premium ammo, I could have penetrated the pz35T with ease. Now it's time to play the game. Who is going to get the last kill? The light Vic is the only vehicle left. Everyone is looking for the Vic. I spotted it, I think. I did not too bad in this replay. I did about 240 hit points of damage. Let's go on to the next replay. This replay, it's another tier 2 match.
To roll out.
I go to the top of the hill there. This short part of the video shows you how fast the pz2 can be when you're going in a straight line. It does take some time for you to get to the top speed though, but it is possible to reach the top speed if you go down a straight line and long enough. The group I'm with on the hill here, we encountered some enemy tanks. I have to load premium ammo to even have a chance to penetrate the pz2. Two of my shells hit that BT there. If you have problem penetrating mediums or light tanks that have thick armor at tier 2 area, just fire the premium ammo, and that should solve that issue. I switch back to regular armor piercing rounds. I stopped here for a moment to see what is ahead of me. This artillery here, I moved just in case the artillery fired at me. I'm being careful and I turned here. I left when the coast was clear. I loaded another clip. Seeing where the pz2 is going to be, I flank it.
Penetration. Ready to fire. We're done for. Everyone get out.
This is where my usefulness to the team comes to an end. I did not too bad in this replay. I gotten 3 kills with 360 damage. Let's go back to the garage now. Let's do a brief recap on the pz2d. The tank itself, it is just average. It is not that bad nor good. The tank itself, it can be a fun tank to play at times if you know how to use it right. This tank, it is a rare freebie tank that was handed out to us. If you do choose to sell it, there is no way to get this tank back unless if you obtain it through a mission or through a bundle pack. If you do choose to sell it, you will get for free from the freebie tank here 150,000 credits with a garage slot, which is not that bad for a freebie tank that was handed out to us. As a premium tank, you can use it as a German light tank trainer, and this tank, as it is a premium tank, you get to make more credits as well. This tank, I sort of like it. Most of my matches that I had in the vehicle, I just did mediocre in it. I didn't do all that bad nor good in it. This vehicle, it is up to you if you want to keep it or sell it. I hope that you learn a thing or two about the pz2d. Good luck on the battlefield, everyone. If you like my video, do follow my channel and also leave a comment in the comment section of this video.